Hi everyone, welcome to a new week. I am going to get some administrative stuff done, namely writing some appreciative notes to mail out alongside vouchers that are meant for folks from the conference that we conducted last month. It ties very nicely into this vlog's theme of like wrapping up the year and being grateful. So I am looking forward to have some quiet time to do this. After that, I'll have to pack my pickleball gear, some change of clothes, because my family is having some sort of a celebration and they booked a chalet on the other side of the country / island. So gonna be a busy day. Doing a little emotional check as well. Feeling a little tired, mainly because it hasn't been a restful weekend, so to speak. Like it was restful in a sense of like spending time with my parents, with my family, but also I don't get much like downtime. Yesterday was pretty much going to a gathering with my father's friends and then going for a massage. But after the massage, having to take care of Aiden for a bit, and even though it's like cumulatively probably less than half an hour of me taking care of Aiden, but y'all, it was a lot. Like mentally and emotionally, it took a lot on me because people weren't kidding when they said that young kids, like toddlers especially, find ways to yeet themselves off of the earth all the damn time. Like within 15 minutes of taking care of Aiden, he was running straight for the car park and a road. And when I pulled him away, he started to anchor himself on the ground, kicking off his shoes and screaming on top of his lungs. Luckily, it was his neighborhood. It's a small neighborhood. People are very close-knitted together in that way. So people were staring, but I'm like, they probably know him at this point. And so, yeah, I just kind of let him do his thing. And then a very kind uncle came over and distracted him. And he just stopped crying. But that was a lot. And then I had to carry him home. It was a very short walk, but he was wriggling. He was aching to like go to places without his shoes. And so, yeah, even after a massage, I am aching today, especially my biceps. But I'm excited for the chance to play pickleball. I was intending to play another time last week, but I didn't get to, so I only played once. So it'd be nice to start off the week with a little pickleball game. I'm also planning to host another one soon. Hopefully the rainy monsoon season is behind us. At the same time, who am I joking? It's December. Monsoon season is here. But I guess what I'm trying to say is I hope it doesn't rain in the late afternoon when I want to host the game. Anyway, enough blabbering. I've got to get to work. Did you create this yourself? So I just got done with the Christmas lunch with residents at the Foundry. It was so good to see so many folks there today. I'm feeling really tired from these past couple days. Yeah, I cannot believe that we're near the end of the year. I could still remember when I first just came back, really excited actually to explore the country again and to still experience the hawker center, and things like that. I can still remember being excited to come back and experience Singapore again. Heard so many things, and also from my short trips back home, thinking that if only I can spend more time home. But now that I'm here, I'm kind of ready to leave. But anyways, feeling really tired, so I got myself some coffee. This is one of the brunches that became really popular in Singapore. It's called Luckin Coffee, and they have seasonal flavors. This one I got toffee hazelnut latte. It was really hard to choose between the different flavors, but yeah, I thought to try this out. And it has this little cute Tom and Jerry motif, so I chose the least sweet option. It's really good. I have a relative coming over to visit, plus a meeting at 4, so I'm going to make my way back with my coffee. It is clear that as the year ends, I also start to become more contemplative. November was the month where I would have been back in Singapore for a year, starting to think more deeply about what Singapore life is like, what living in Singapore has brought me, as well as taken away from me. It is also why I've decided to publish this last vlog of the year first, skipping the line. I'm currently in September vlog, I think, because this is time sensitive. It is relevant to the context of where I am. I know that 2026 is going to bring about a lot of major changes, and so it only makes sense to post this vlog as it has happened. Anyway, there's more to this week, so let's keep on going. 我们买旗袍这边，是咯，这边看到啊，就是这边咯。你看一看阿妈的。诶。不是啦，2楼那个是珍珠坊啦。给我。Hey everyone, it is Boxing Day, the 26th of December. I am excited to go for this Mapping Your Year workshop that's supposed to happen at about 3:30. So I'm going to head out soon, but not before I reply and get some work done, because after all, it's a work day. I had a great time getting together with family yesterday. Those are the times that I really treasure, because I think that we often take family time for granted, that because we grow up with them, that somehow our brains think that they'll always be there. When in reality, we grow up Every one of us have our own priorities, have our own dreams to pursue, and life can just get in the way. Coming back to today's workshop, I am looking forward to it because I feel like I have been losing my rhythm of journaling and planning. The kids are insanely noisy. Hope closing the door helps. But as I was saying, I feel like I haven't used my journal too much. I also realized there's a difference between journaling and planning, and I've been using one book for everything, so I might just divide them up, even though I have been against that for the longest time. But as I develop my own business, I do find it important to plan out my time. And I haven't really done that here. I'm so used to when I was in the States having a table. I mean, I've mentioned this many times, but having a table and like a designated place where my planner stays open, where I can see my goals, what I need to do, things like that. And I do miss not just the goal planning part of things, but also having all my to-dos in one place and having that one place to jot down tasks really quickly. That's actually my secret to staying on the ball for the longest time. People often find that I quote unquote remember to do a lot of the things that I say I would. And that's because of my planner. It's always there when I go to work, so to speak, is that desk in my apartment. And I will sit down, review what's got to be done, what are the priorities, get those things out, and then if there's any miscellaneous tasks, get to them after. But it's all in one place. While now, I think it's part overstimulation, part laziness, part lack of motivation that I just go like, oh, I'll remember it. Don't worry about it. I'll just do it later. I'll remember to do it later. And it never happens because I forget them. So I'm excited for this workshop to see what I've done in this year. My reflex is always to be like, oh, I haven't really done much of my time in Singapore. I said I would start a business, get things going, but I didn't really go anywhere. But there's also a growing part of me that's getting louder that's like, no, if you do take a step back, you will realize that you have done quite a bit. You have done quite a bit. And so looking forward to what comes up for me later. But in the meantime, work and the commute. Also, this thing that I use to attach my Osmo to a magnetic shelf always causes me injuries, from nails cracking and breaking, which luckily not this time, to like bruises.
jelly means what?
It means recording.
You must eat it, and not later you fight the boss. Yeah, I let you eat. Because later you must fight the boss. Jump.
And that was my last week of 2025. It was a lot of reunions, a lot of wrapping up, also a lot of thoughts, as always. I haven't really shown up on YouTube as much as I want to be, and I'm looking forward to changing that in the new year. I hope you've enjoyed my vlogs of Singaporean living so far. Have a restful 2025, and I'll see you all in the next year. Bye!